Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. A bit of housekeeping before we begin, mostly because of what was going on in the lobby right here. Empirical Woodland has subscribed. 23-month streak. My goodness, I get a new emote slot soon. Sub-badge slot soon, don't I? Yes, I do. Amazing. Hez, welcome on in. Who is that Pokemon? You'll find out when we go over to Pokemon. And Hellraiser Wolf has contributed points to the New Home All Games Challenge. That's appreciated. Denise is also here and ready for poking Mons, so hey, let's go. I like how you saw at the end of Empirical Woodland's little thing down there. It was great. Please let me know how the volume is, because I've noticed that this game gets blasted on my standard volume settings, and I feel like it's too loud. So if we can turn that down to a reasonable volume, we'll do that, yeah? Yeah, alright. So how's everybody doing? I hope we're okay. This is my... no, just cut, that's fine. This is my game that I do on a Friday, even though it's not currently Friday. Reason being, I'm working the late over the next couple days. Oh, Dave, you're nearly there. Right, this time. After this one, let's go. I've got nothing that can do well against Gloom. That's a lie. Aerial Ace. So yeah. We're doing this today because I want to get Pokemon in. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Huh. Well, there you go. That's how we're going to start today's stream. Wolf is cosplaying as Ramatra. What game are you playing? And how are you doing such things? There you go. It's actually kind of interesting that that should happen right about now, because... I came the wrong way. Whatever, let's cut this. I have been thinking a little more about the situation that I find myself in. I have 7 Pokemon that I would like to use. However, you're only allowed 6 on a team. This is known. So reasonably, I'm going to have to get rid of one. Click! Welcome on in. Yeah, Dave has evolved into Dave. Oh yeah, Hez, you're new here. So, the rules that I have when I'm playing Pokemon. It's kind of like a soft Nuzlocke challenge. I don't grind out for that one Pokemon that I really, really want. I just sort of catch something within the first 5 encounters, or nothing at all. This is Mount Pyre. I don't catch anything at all in here. There's nothing. There's only dust skulls. And, every Pokemon gets a name. It is possible for chat to name a Pokemon. There is a point redemption for this. And... I'm gonna go get that. I want that. Yeah, see? Nothing but dust skulls. Oops. Ah, 2 people can do that, eh? Well, can you do this? No, you can't. Anyways, I will show you my current team, since we were talking about it. We have Sceptile, Spinder, Altaria, Lyron, Golduck, and Arcanine. Now, there is also a Machamp in the PC back at the Pokemon Center. I need to bench one of those Pokemon, because I can only have 6 in my team. And the obvious answer is Spinder. Because if you go to Cerebi.net and look at the stat listings in terms of, like, just raw numbers, which Pokemon is the strongest, so, well, here's the thing, Click. If you look at the stats, 6 of my 7 Pokemon are in, like, the top 150. I think the lowest is Altaria, who is something like 120, which sounds like it's bad, but that's not nothing. Ranked 120th in, like, Gen 3 Pokemon, and 4, Gen 3 and 4, they don't have a strict Gen 3 one, but, like, that's pretty good. And, like, if you look at the meta, I should see what that TM was. Skill swap. Eh. If you look at the stats, Spinder is actually better than you think, or seem to think. She would be a really solid mid-game trickster. But it's Spinder, and I want to keep my funky drunken panda, so she's staying on the team. I need to find out and work out who it's going to be, because I like all of my team. I just don't know. Did I just rob a grave? I may have just robbed a grave. That's 1,000 years of bad karma. And that's another 1,000 years. Oh no, a Shaolin monk is gonna show up and be like, "Hey, dude, couldn't help but notice my life savings have gone missing. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that now, would you?" And I'm like, "No." And I don't think I can really intimidate my way out of this one, because May here is not very scary. I'll show exactly how scary Team Magma can be. Yeah, see? Scares. I was going to say, maybe I shouldn't have led with my grass starter in a Team Magma fight. This is fine. Probably should have tagged out Dave on account of that. Next turn. Well, here's the thing. You guys are all saying, "Oh, yeah. We need to get rid of this guy. We need to get rid of that guy." Dave's cool. Mickey is never leaving the team. I'm sorry, he is best boy. Percy knows Surf and can probably learn the other 2 useful things that I need him to learn. I'm gonna have to find some Pokemon that can learn those. And Rixtrus is good. It's got the Guyliner thing going on. Some little birds lie, Rixtrus. I am getting rid of no one. Well, there's the thing. There is the thing. Machamp's great because it only knows one move. But when that move is just punch so hard, it just shatters you like a glass, that's the only move it needs. 3,000 years of bad luck. Let's see how far can we carry this curse. Is there mutiny in my chat? Please do not mute. I'm muted. Sometimes. That was awkward. Ah, dang it. Leaving. Speaking of, let's put my favorite Funky Panda right at the top of the tier list, where she belongs. I don't know many people here who are little brothers, Empirical Woodland. I'm not. I'm the oldest one. What's up with you? What does a single kid expect to do? Yeah! Look at him go! Alright, Dizzy Punch. Numelo's fire type, so that's gonna be Percy. Empirical Woodland. It's one of my sisters who, when she realized if she screeched my name, my parents would, like, smash through the window Batman style and go, "Stop bullying your sister! Go to your room!" And my life was over at this point. True story. Like, she'd want to watch TV or something, and she'd pull that, and there it would be. If I saved the game here, I'd be soft-locked. Because that guy would reset to back, like, one step back, and then, there you go. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Hey, I remember you from our chimney. It's payback time. I'm not disagreeing with you, Empirical Woodland. I'm agreeing with my own examples. Something that I have noticed that Spinder learns at I think it's a ridiculous level. It's something like level 75. I forget. Spinder learns Thrash, which is incredibly high normal damage output, but then it confuses itself when it's done. However, Spinder's thing is that it can't get confused. And I'm wondering if that goes for things like Thrash, where it forces an outcome. And if that is the case, can I teach her Thrash and just become invincible? I could be down for that. Generally speaking, I always pick the water type starters because they can learn Ice Beam, thus getting the edge back. In this one, what you've seen, I picked, I didn't pick Trico. Tiny Child picked Trico. She looked at the 3-starter Pokemon and decided that was the cute one. That's why it's called Dave. She named him Dave. Ooh. Got any other bits? Oh, I could have gone over there and gotten something. Oh, I bet I can go over there as well, actually. Because, what's it? When Team Magma clear out, then I can go over there. Hey, I would have picked Mudkip. I'm telling you, teach Ice Beam, become God. But, no. No, not you again. You've impeded our plans repeatedly, but this time you're too late. The blue orb that rested atop Mount Pyre. I, Maxie, claim it as mine. Finally, I can realize my grand design. Come on, crew. It's Slateport next. Oh no, this cannot happen. How could they take the blue orb? The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. Fine, you take the remaining red orb. Please take after that foul man and get the other orb back. Surely that would make it worse, because if I retrieve the blob, then the orb is going to encounter it, synergize with it. Oh no! Oh no! Mount Pyre is where we calm the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is a high place, where one can see all of Hoenn. Disembodied spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. Is it coincidence that you are here? Will you hear my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn region. Let's go! It happened long, long ago. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in vicious storms and massive infernos. The red orb and the blue orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs and became the enraged adversaries. The pair, made docile, burrowed deep under the ground, where eventually they disappeared. Right, hidden item on this side. What you got for me, game? Make it something good. Nothing here! Except a Duskull. Hot damn! Hez, thank you very much for the lurk. Thank you very much for stopping by. We'll catch you when you are back, when you return. Yeah? Yeah. How about that? Also, to whoever asked about defending normal types, hi, I have a Spinder at the head of my team, and I've just now said that, like, the rest of my team can go wanting, Spinder stays in my team. What the? Since the hell when were you in Mount Pyre? You don't think I could have done with a bloody Vulpix on my team? I can't! I can't! I'm not allowed a Pokemon from Mount Pyre! I didn't know Vulpix lived here! Aww. Because those are my arbitrary rules, click. Because otherwise, I spend all my time grinding around for the cool Pokemon. Catch Vulpix, name it Digimon, leave it in a box. Dang it, Empirical Woodland, you're right. The only time I can see myself disagreeing with this rule is, get ready to laugh at me, if a shiny shows up, because then I'll be happy to use it in my team, but at the time of its birth, Vulpix has one white tail. The tail separates into 6 if this Pokemon receives plenty of love from its trainer. The 6 tails become magnificently curled. I do have shiny claws, but like, come on, that's not happening. Digimon. I have only ever seen one shiny Pokemon on my own. Admittedly, in this game, it was a Gulpin. And it showed up and I went, what? What? And that's how I knew. Ha ha ha! This is no place for children, least of all you! I want to say the Ghost Girl shows up in the remake of this one. Like, you just speak to this random NPC, and she says, no, you're not the one. See, this is also why I feel no shame in leaving Machamp back home, because it would be the end of him in this fight. I think it's pretty cool that they took what was essentially just a plot point. Oh, hi! The rich atmosphere of the mountain has elevated my psychic power. A mere child like you dream of winning? Yeah, that guy's hit us now. Yeah, because there was the red Gyarados in Gold and Silver, and then it's like, yeah, that's a plot point now. Carolia, I'm going to send out Mickey. I once did corrupt a game. I corrupted my copy of Red super hard because I did the missing note thing. And then, like, oh no! My Hall of Fame is now trash data. Is everything ruined forever? No, it was just a silly thing to have done. That's all. Also, we talk about having a shiny claws. I gotta actually catch the thing. And like, that's not happening. Right. I am definitely going to move my normal type away because, man, that guy's gonna be a fighting type. Rixtrus, off you go. Off you go. Teacher, please watch over my progress. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. It's all good. Oh, Whirlwind. That's an interesting one. I believe that one is eject from battle. Pull out random foe. No, you can stay there. Let's keep doing that. I've had shinies, like, I've traded for them. It's just... Oh, for sure, apparently it's a lot easier in the new ones. You can just essentially summon them, which is an interesting choice, because if everyone is special, then no one is special. But, like... Hey, you do you, game and trainers. You know? This is fine. Teacher, please forgive me. Shiny Parason full odds, as I was just running around area looking for Pikachu. Do you know what? I don't know what Shiny Parason looks like. I feel like that's one of those ones that just gets kind of washed out. Is it? I love all things horrifying. It's like a disease. When I'm here, I shiver with fear. Do you know what? I can actually look it up. I've got Cerebi open. Oh, that's the worst kind of shiny. They're basically the same colors, crew. I don't like those. Which one's better? That or the It's Green squad? Because, man, either of those teams, they both have pretty significant downsides now, don't they? Just hit it with something! Just end the fight! Future attack doesn't count now. Yeah! Losing I dislike. I should use that zinc. They introduced a way of forcing shiny Pokemon in Stadium, Pokemon Stadium, the first one, which is technically the second one. Special defense. Oh, that just gives you an extra level. I'm going to keep that rare candy until I need it. Right, special defense. Who needs additional special defense? You're fine. You're fine. Spinda needs more defense. End of sentence. I think that's going to be Lyron now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Tissue! Hey, when I'm here, a curious power flows into me. Yeah, in Pokemon Stadium on N64, if you named your Pokemon, like if you flipped the syllables around, they would be shiny. So Drillbee, for example, or Picata, Chupika. They would force different color palettes, which was interesting. I wanted Sableye in my team. I like Sableye as a Pokemon. The power is ebbing away. I wanted one in my team because I like the little goblin fella. And the fact that it has no inherent weaknesses is also quite nice. Ooh. Get out of here, Spinder can learn that. Spinder's gonna learn that. I don't know what's gonna take its place. Or what it is going to replace, I should say, but ooh. You're a different color. Why are you a different color? Because you're haunted! I'm going to see what's down one of these holes. It's a bit, before I go down the other one, because I'm probably going to get the wrong one. Okay, let's go. Dang it! What did I tell you? I got the wrong one! We begin anew. Trust me, it's quicker than trekking back up that tower. See? Definitely worth it. I forget what the sea incense does. No, I don't. That's how we get Azuril. I'm pretty sure. There was an encounter on that square. Pretty sure if you breed Marill or Azumarill holding the sea incense, it will be Azuril when it hatches, which is the only way to get Azuril. Yeah. No need to restart the stream. It's fine. We're all okay. Hey fella, how's it going? I'm gonna jump down this hole as well. Just for laughs. There you go. Tell you what would be interesting would be if Machamp could learn Shadow Ball. Just Hadouken that thing. Right, Route 123. I have not caught a Pokemon on Route 123. This is available to me. I knew you'd come up here looking for clues and freebies while you found a fight. You want one of those? Yeah! This is why I couldn't be a Pokemon trainer. I lack the foresight for proper, like, pre-fight trash talk. You know, I would have said that flying would be weak against... a psychic would be weak against flying. Because generally, the things that are strong against psychic are things you are afraid of. That's why dark is good against psychic. That's why bugs good against psychic. People are afraid of bugs. People are afraid of the dark. People are afraid of flying. Oh, I'm so bad at trash talk. But I'm gonna win this fight so hard that when I bake you a cake afterwards, and to apologize for it, you're only gonna get a small slice. Yeah. You're wrecked, son. I mess with the other teams. I mess with the other teams when it is convenient, because I've got to push 3 buttons in order to pull up the keyboard command, and then I got to type it, and I only have, especially with the reduced respawn rates, I've got a very limited time to type out nonsense. I love grass-type Pokemon. Do you have any grass-type Pokemon? Oh? You like grass-type Pokemon too, don't you? I'm so happy. You can have this. It's a token of our friendship. You chip trees with my grass-type Pokemon. I'm like a tree doctor. Giga Drain. That's what I was hoping that would be. Whomst can have this? I don't know. Alright, what are we gonna find? Here's number 1. It's the boy! We don't need the boy. 2 is Duskull. We don't want Duskull, neither. I'm gonna go find another patch of grass. That's what I'm gonna do. I mostly mess with other teams by pretending I don't know how the game works. Like, anytime we go to Night Market, I'm like, alright boys, where are we hiding? I'm gonna hide in the air vents. I'm gonna go be a bunch of firecrackers next to the enemy spawn door. They'll never see it coming. And then nobody played New Year's Mischief or whatever it was called, so nobody gets the joke. I think it's funny. 3. It would be cool if a lot of the limited time only modes in Overwatch were not limited time only. I don't think I'm catching a Pokemon on Route 123. Make this next one a good one, game. Make it a Vulpix, so I can use this one, yeah? Route 123. None. Nah, you make a good point. You can have too much of a good thing. But on the other hand, want to determine how strong you are? I'll be the test. I feel like a lot of the games in arcade mode, or the limited time run games, I think it'd be cool if you could just add them. Alright, Mawile is, I believe, based on a yokai. I don't know how Mawile works. Never have. That didn't work. Why would that have worked? I don't know. Gonna keep doing it, though. I just feel like it'd be kind of cool if... Hey, I feel like playing Storm Rising. It'd be nice if I could just get the squad together and do that instead of, you know, having to wait for September or whatever. I think of these, it's probably going to be Psybeam or Feint Attack that's going to go. Because I like having an electric attack. I think this is the only electric attack I have on my team. And it's a guaranteed hit. I believe guaranteed hit all? I don't know. Double battles are like this game's thing. But they don't happen all that frequently. Good job, Spinda. Roselia. Well, there's only one cool boy for that. Best boy, Mickey. If I could have gotten more while, I would have called it either of those things if that's what the point redeem was. My issue is that I don't know where Mawile lives. Oh, do I just lose out on that fight? What a baffling route. Oh, of course it's like that. Because otherwise, you could skip part of the game. You have to go up to the weather center and round, rather than just straight to Mount Pyre. I gotcha. I understand. Who's messaging me? Oh, that's who's messaging me. Okay. I don't need to see none of that. Pro tip, don't at everyone, like ever. No one likes it. Not a one. Granite Cave, Cave of Origin, Victory Road, Sky Pillar. I am fairly certain Sky Pillar was an event-only thing that never got launched at all. Normally, when you see things like, whatever the hell Shaman's Island was called, that's like Japan only. If you go to this specific Pokemon Center on like one day, Mount Pyre, where the spirits of Pokemon sleep. Will your Pokemon sleep? And like, nowhere ever does Pokemon events in England. Never ever. So, I thought maybe it was that. It's on Route 131? How about that? And shop it. Let's send out Dave. He needs a couple of extra levels. Honestly, I am actually leaning towards benching him. Which is wild, because he's like, your starter. Are you kidding me? It feels really weird going around without my starter. Like, ever. I don't think I've ever done it in a Pokemon game. Not to any significant degree. Hez over here is biased towards Dave's. That's fine. You and your Top Gear reruns. And your Ministry of Sound. Hey. Don't be too happy if your Pokemon develop psychic powers. You need to refine those powers to make them really useful. Let me tell you about this confused duck I found, ma'am. Because... what a cool duck. You know, I don't think... Actually, no, that's a lie. My Nan almost certainly knew that Psyduck evolved. Psyduck was still a favorite. Speaking of whomst, hey, guess what? It's a cool duck. thinking back to my thrash strategy with Spinder. I suppose one way of testing would be to save before learning thrash, and then just do it. And then if I'm not confused by the end of it, well then my plan worked. Stay there, I'm coming back. Thanks, Rixtrus, you're a pal. Thank you for flying me around. Giving me the cool rides through the air. Not minding that I keep going, yeah! Every time we take off. Because honestly, if I could fly that, I probably would do that. I'd just be so excited every single time. Anyway, let's fight this angry bag. Oh no, oh no! Reese's shared a clip of me. I'll have to look at that in a bit. I'm sorry, Discord's open in the background. I can see these things. Right. At the very least, I get to listen to the skateboard music some more. That's good skateboard music. Oh no, I'm not saying that this is something that is to make me look bad. I don't think any of my clips are ones that make me look bad. Rixtrus is trying to learn Dragon Dance. I think that's just boost stats? Yeah, we're not doing that. And that's the way the clips should go, I think. It's just goofy-doofy nonsense that's funny to look at in retrospect. Like that one I shared recently of Walking Dead Survival Instinct, where the level just unloaded while I was still standing in it. Or your bit in Hype, where I fell through the geometry. What a good game. You seem to have a big collection of gym badges. Let me see if you're actually worthy of those badges. I'm pretty sure winning those badges is testament to the fact that I am. Clyde. You dork. Yes. Yes, use that against the first Pokemon. Don't worry. Everything's fine. We are all good. See, look at that. I didn't mess up the turn order and let me win. Aren't you glad you did that? You should be. Whalmer! Yes! I'm pretty sure Dave knows a grass attack. And so he does. Trapinch. Rock? Rock/ground and it gets dragon when it becomes Vibrava. There's a lot of stupid Pokemon to learn. Magneton. I remember Magneton. Mickey can melt it. I always liked that Magneton and Magnemite are genderless. They are just sphere. And fair enough, right? How are you gonna... Sexual dimorphism of a sphere. Not you, Voltorb. Oh, you're worthy, alright. Alright, here we are. Where we have... actually worth coming back to get. Calcium, pretty useful. Anything in here? Can they still breed? Yeah, maybe it's like, mitosis. They just go, and then there's another one. Gonna get another level on Dave. Don't mind me. Also, yeah, egg. I guess egg. I'm pretty sure that's something you can do in one of the 3D ones. I think it's Scarlet and Violet. The way to evolve Magnemite is to just have more than one on your team, and then they just fuse together, and now you got a Magneton. Right. Who do I want to put up front? Let's send out Tissue, because we haven't seen much Tissue today. And Dave. Get those levels. Okay, we're bringing the trainer's Pokemon. I'm going to feel a little bad for doing this. Not a little bad enough. But I am. Right, that doesn't count because that does that. And then we just rerun. Tissue, thanks. Definitely one of the Pokemon in this fight was Tissue. Uh-oh, we lost. I'm still keeping you up front. Oh, hello. Really? This is just a little niche down there that doesn't do anything? Fine. Oh, I remember here. We're back where we started. Okay. Route 118 is also where I didn't catch a Pokemon. Because there was nothing here that made me go, yeah, I want that one. And then put it in my team. not a 1. Well, if we're back here, we can go to Slateport. Slateport? Thanks, Vexrus. Because this is where Maxie said he was coming. Probably to steal a boat. I don't remember much of the back half of this game, I'll be honest, so... Yeah, this looks like some goings-on. Yes, indeed, we intend to move ahead with our exploration. That's wonderful, Captain Stern, and thank you for taking time from your busy schedule to talk to us. We hope we can interview you again with news of more discoveries. That was my first time to be filmed for TV. That was nerve-wracking. Oh, Rose, you're looking great. We made a huge discovery on our last seafloor exploration. We found an underwater cavern on Route 128. We think it's the habitat of a Pokemon that's said to have been long extinct. Yo, can I catch Relicanth in this game? I love Relicanth. We of Team Magma will assume control of your submarine. Submarine. Your objections are meaningless. We expect your total cooperation. Just watch and learn what Team Magma has planned. The Jaded Mew, thank you. It is nearly 2 years, isn't it? That's wild. What was that all about? It sounded like someone using a megaphone. Where did it come from? It's from the harbor. The submarine. They're trying to take it. Rose, please come with me. Ha! I commiserate with you. All that effort you spent following me here all the way from Mount Pyre. But now, no one can stop us. No one! This is true, actually. I've nearly been doing streaming for 2 years. That's exciting. Crazy to think about. I love when I realize how long I've stuck with the project. Reese has a job to do. Thank you very much. Go do your job. I suspect it's part of what I'm about to do as well. Give me a second. Just pull that up. Shuffle that over yonder. There we go. Right. Empirical zone in the other window. Or will you follow us back to a hideout in Lily Cove City? Haha. Why? Why would Team Magma steal my Submarine Explorer 1? They can't be after the slumbering Pokemon at the bottom of the sea. But even if I were to chase them, I don't stand a chance against them. Well, we got our clue now, didn't we? And that clue is back to Lily Cove and then go over there to the right. Because we found the secret base earlier. We just didn't have a chance to go in there because it was full of goons. Yeah, get out the way, old man. Yeah, nearly 2 years worth of a subscription. I appreciate that very much. As always, I feel like I say this time and time again, and I mean it every single time. It's really important to me that I'm able to do this, and you guys mean a lot to me that you can come and share this sort of thing. And yeah, there's a man dumping a door in my back garden. It's not even my back garden, it's the car park of the building behind mine. But, like, what a peculiar sight. You'll notice I trailed off a bit. It's because I'm looking over there at this guy just producing a door from behind the fence. And, like, Alright, mate, as long as you stay out. What a place to live in. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm telling Jaded Mew about subscribing, and they are wonderful. Just in general, not just for subscribing. Oh, you coming? Let's go! Let's fight! Hey, suspicious character spotted! I wonder what secret power does here, because I've not seen this flooring before. I guess we'll find out. So this has happened a couple of times since moving in here, where there's a lot of, like, little backyards surrounding the building that I live in. And then I'm on the first floor, or the second floor, for non-Europeans. I took the loss to the team, but I did my job. And, a couple times people have, like, come up to my window. Like, what the hell? What are you doing up here? Don't try breaking into my flat. And it's made me incredibly jumpy. So anytime I see anyone just even on the car park outside, I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Much like my reaction when I see a teleporter puzzle. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't want to play this game anymore. Let's go play something else. Let's go play Katamari. Wait. Okay. I thought maybe there'd be something hidden over there. Nah, that's fine. It's empty. Like my soul. War panels! The hideout's pride and joy. You're clueless about where you are, aren't you? Fluster and tire out the enemy, then lower the boom. That's our plan. Sure, metal claws. What a clever move. What's wrong with you? You're not tired at all. Did I check you? No. You'd think that'd have some fluff on it, right? Team Magma's evil plan.txt or something like that. Oh, ooh, what's in there? I want those. It's a room that I can teleport into, so maybe we'll have to look into that. Fuel supply loaded A-OK. Increased snacks loaded A-OK. Nothing left to do but KO a pesty meddler. AKO. Bang! That's the level of my trash talking. That's not a good idea. Hey, so that happened on my flight, on my way home from Japan, incidentally. They just had like an open snack bar at the back of the plane. I've never been on a flight that did that. Like, I've been flying for like 10 plus years. And not with any degree of frequency, you know, it's like one trip a year, which is 4 flights total around. And that's why I was distracted in this fight. like... This was supposed to happen. My mission was just to hold you up. I've never had it where the crew are just like, yeah, there are snacks, just go to the cart at the back and help yourselves. Like, really? I didn't know that. Keeping watch over the hideout bores me. I'll take you one. And then when I went over, I had a bit of a rummage around and I found the cookies. That was a special part. Everyone else was there with like instant ramen, sausage rolls. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. White choc and raspberry. I got the good stuff. I feel like maybe I should just have Percy lead the team, but I want levels on Tish. I lost. I don't think there's anything in this room. That's fine. Oh, no! Amazing, gimme. Oh, the game knew! It knew I would! Also, apparently, ignore my previous not you Voltorb comment. Apparently, yes, spheres are just genders. Wait! I can catch you! Magma hideout. Yeah, I can catch you. In theory. Although, I guess we're just going to refuse, and we're just going to keep doing this. Let's send out... Spin them. Part of the algorithm that is used to determine how successful a Pokeball will be is the level of your Pokemon versus the level of the enemy Pokemon, and also the difference. Case in point, do we have any cool names for Electrode? I have an idea. We'll give it a short while to see if chat has anything to say before going with one thing or the other. Electrode eats electricity in the atmosphere. On days when lightning strikes, you can see this Pokemon exploding all over the place, eating too much electricity. I'm going to name this Pokemon Trodelek. Like the thing we were literally just now talking about with Pokemon Stadium. Electrode, named by me. It's very rare. Very rare that you get a me-named Pokemon in this series. Okay. Let's... raises the special attack stat of one Pokemon. Who's got a good special attack stat, everyone? I don't think it's gonna be Tissue. Really? Dave? Okay. Let's give you to Vixtress. Won't work. Let's give you to Percy. Really? Is Vixtress as strong as she's going to get for special attack? Fancy that. Fancy it. Electrode is one of those ones that I always believe has Levitate, but... Tissue, you can come out now! It's gone! Don't worry about it. That was just sitting out there. Alright, cool. Cool. Did I say it? I thought it if I didn't say it. Rextras, thank you very much for the lurk. Thank you very much for your continued services with Fly. It really makes getting around this world a lot easier. Did I just miss that before? I just missed that before. Yeah. If you want to know the secret about our hideout, you have me to beat. Done. No. No, I'm not going to tag out because I am going to dig. And then Numel is going to use Ember, but it's going to miss. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage, isn't it? Because I'm underground. Hot damn! I deserved that. Percy, let's go. That's what I get for underestimating the foe. KO'd. Man, looking at Empirical Woodland stream over there, your boy appears to be in a situation much like I was when I fought those two, like, preschoolers on, whatever it was, Route 123, when I'm like, oh, I'm super powered, and, these guys are not. But it's fine. We don't worry about it. I can't win at all. Oh, hideout secret? Well, let's just say, there's a submarine at the far end. But by now... that's not a secret, you just straight up told me. That doesn't count. Can I? Can't dig. I don't know if there's going to be many more items in here, so I would like to go and maybe sell up a few of my bits, clear out the bag, definitely dunk some of those incenses into the item storage PC, and then we'll come back with a fully healed up and restored team and get back to exploring. Don't mind me, okay? Okay, don't mind me, fella. I'm coming back, alright? It'll be fine. That little splashing through the water sound is adorable. And I appreciate it very much. So first thing we're going to do is not go to Lanette's PC at all. We're going to go to my PC, and we're going to drop off cleanse tag, Black's incense, sea incense. We're going to sell that nugget. If I need to, I can use a repel. I don't really need to. I don't mind fighting wild Pokemon in general, or just running from them. But since this game has a limited inventory, that's a good, like, burn item that I don't need. Okay. And now, back to the plot. What is happening to her little bandana when you get on the bike? Oh, I guess it's sort of pinching up to indicate that you are moving at speed, even though you're not currently moving. That makes sense, I suppose. There we go. Right. Did you notice I was gone? No, you didn't. Everything's fine, Team Magma. We're gonna go. We're gonna go steal that submarine back. Yeah, which is the moral thing to do. It was stolen in the first place by you guys, so it's actually not stealing, it's more liberating. Think about that, why don't you? One of these is going to have the leftovers in it. And then I'll be unstoppable. Ha! I grew weary of waiting. You owe me a battle too! Well, we've learned our lesson after the last time, now haven't we? Percy Duck, get out there and do your thing. Someone has pointed out, of all the pronunciations of PSY that Tiny Child could have mistakenly come up with, Percy is the one that you want. Because, oh, don't say that other one. Tired of waiting. Lost and dazed. Boss, is this good enough? No. You're the worst, Jeremy. Whatever your name is. No, nobody breaking into the base over here. Don't mind me. Isn't that right, Greg? See, we're besties. We're besties. Don't mind us. All right, let's go fight that guy. Yeah, got here already, did you? We underestimated you. But this is it. I'm cut above the grunts you've seen so far. I'm not stalling for time. I'm gonna pulverize you. I was stalling for time by sending out tissue. I want to get those levels. You can get out. I already have the best viewers. Thanks. And they are the viewers who are here because they want to be here because we're all friends. This is something that I was thinking about with, we were playing Overwatch. It's me, I think Grease, Extras, and Hez. We're playing Overwatch. And I was just thinking and saying aloud, man, I have good friends. I have chosen and made good friends in my community. The fact that we're all just hanging out and chilling and playing this video and helping one another to learn. That's a good community. That's what I want to be part of. My Tina, my dude, are you gonna do anything? Well, that certainly was something. Oh no! Oh! Oh, can you imagine if someone tried that on Spin? Click. This is why Spinda has to stay in the team. Imagine somebody tries that. Oh, I'm gonna use Swagger. Your attack stat gets boosted through the roof, but you're confused. And like, I don't get confused. Now I'm just strong. And that's how it is. Spinda, more like swirling dervish of hurt. Yeah, that's what you want. While I was toying with you, our boss got through with his preparations. Our boss has already gone on his way to some cave under the sea. If you're going to give chase, you better search the big wide sea beyond Lily Cove. But will you find it then? Jerk. Sparkmane, 'tis thou! I was just talking about having good friends. And it's the people who show up in my streams because they wish to do so. Oh, actually, I know what I was going to do. You've reminded me. I'm going to give Candy the tissue. Yeah. Look at this tank. How's it going? I hope everything's alright. Oh, alright. what we're gonna do... I know what we're gonna do. Even though I just gave him some candy to level him up, that will tide him over for now. We're going to go and put tissue into the computer. And switch him out with cable car. You're a little late, Sparkmain. We have done at least 2 performance-enhancing drugs on this stream. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Empirical Woodland is like a real-life location in a video game. He needed to know it, because I've been there. Right. Let's go and explore the sea beyond Lily Cove, where we can catch a new Pokemon, in fact. Because Route 124... Alright. 1, 2, 4. This music is nice, isn't it? I do like a good waltz at times. Never mind that, says the game. Now this is happening. You know what? I'm almost certain that the Pokemon I'm going to have to catch here is going to be Tentacool, or nothing at all. Unless, hold on. Can't get up there. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna go fishing. We're not gonna go fishing. Mewtwo is not catchable in this game. If you want Mewtwo, you gotta transfer him over from Fire Red, Leaf Green. Which I believe I could do, because I didn't show off the mystery dungeon in that game. Pokemon, why do you not wish to give me any fish? That's what I get for having a drink. Well, Sparkbane, if you wish to name a Pokemon that I do catch, there is a point redemption for that. There is also a community points goal if you would like to put some points into that, where I'm going to do another Amstrad CPC stream. Here's number 2. I would like to catch Wailmer. I don't think I'm able to, like, lightly damage it, unfortunately. So, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Aww. Well, that's okay. We have 3 more Pokemon encounters left before I'm locked out of catching one on this route. try again. Boo! What's this one? This was number 4. And what a number 4! Alright, last chance. Come on, Whalmer. Let's go. Route 24. No Pokemon caught. Hey, what do you want? If you just float in the sea like this, Pokemon come around to play. Not you, Whalmer. I wish you would come around to play. Especially at level 35. See, look at that. I could... Well, I wouldn't have been able to catch you if I had done that. But, you know... Something good would have happened. Oh, lost at sea. Lost in space and meaning. It would make sense to put Mickey at the front while fishing. But, under my own arbitrary rules, I'm not allowed to catch a Pokemon on Route 124 now, so... Heck! Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! My big sister is tough at Pokemon. Don't cry when you lose. I don't know if Quick Balls are in this one. Sis and Bro Reader and Sam would like the battle. Oh, Chinchou was a cool one. I don't like that it evolves into Lantern. I think Lantern looks kind of silly. But it's fine. That's one of those moves where every time I feel like I need to go wah, which I've recently learned is just a fun thing to do. Good job, Dave. Uh-oh, my big sister will chew me out. A channel point reward to go, but then what kind of wah? Because you've also got wah. Or like wah. Right? These are all good wahs. None of them are quite as good as the X-Pack. Wah! You're riding a Pokemon instead of swimming yourself? I am envious. Not really. I don't think my character can swim. It'd be cool to be able to just swim. Rough Skin is an interesting one because, I don't know, it like damages Pokemon when they do physical attacks, but not to any significant degree. Also, Rickstress, thank you very much, contributing to New Home Old Games Challenge. I think we're gonna get there. I think I over-egged it a little bit. But we are definitely going to get there as a team. Team, team, team. I'm growing bored of swimming. How about a battle? I'm growing a beard for swimming. While swimming. There you go. What is this challenge? Well, if you guys, the viewers, are able to raise, I think, 250,000 points between you by the end of the time limit, I will do an Amstrad CPC stream. I will be forced to. I shouldn't have left Dave out. He's weak against Wingull. Spinder, get out there. So, I don't know if you've noticed my name, Sparkmain. CPC Gamer isn't just a cool thing that I made up one time. It's not cool at all. But it refers to the Amstrad CPC, which is the computer thing that I had growing up. And there's a lot of really cool games on it, a lot of obscure games on it. And I've done 2 streams so far, showing off the games that I have played. One of them was just games that I had. One of them was movie tie-in games. The next one's going to be in a little grab bag. I had no idea you were this strong. But, like, you gotta pay for it. With points! Thank you. Like that. We are now 2,000 points closer to the goal. It's a good way to get the engagement up, where people feel like they are invested in goading me towards doing something cool that I will very much enjoy. Hunter's house. I'm the diving treasure hunter. I'm the awesome dude who makes deep-sea dives to gather treasures, resting at the bottom. You haven't got any treasures for me. If you see any shards like the red shard, you've got to trade it with me. Oh, I'm just having flashbacks to the mining game in Diamond and Pearl. Oh, God. Dig out the shards. Dig out the fossils. Dig out the pearls. Dig, dig, dig. We invested in this touchscreen gimmick. You best be doing something with it. I dive deep underwater to go deep undercover. Plumbing the depths is where I excel. Oh, get out of it, Chad. No one likes you. Yeah, you try use supersonic on my girl. See what she thinks of that. Nothing. What game are you playing, Sparkmain? And what enemy did it put there? And where? Because, like, I've seen a couple of Steam pop-ups, but, you know, Steam says a lot of things. Glub, glub, glub. I'm sinking. Angel Legion. 2 parts in the middle of the map. Cost me at least 2 hours of progress. Ew. Like, I hate when that sort of thing is measurable as well. Route 126 is down there. We'll get back to you. Moss Deep City. This one feels like... This is music. You hear this in a shopping center. First floor perfumery, haberdashery and leather goods. Going down. Just really date myself there. Good job, Cass. Around Mall Steve, you can see Wild Whelmer. It's called, what is it now? Wait, Whelmer watching. My little brother says he likes to go find people's secret bases. Your little brother's a jerk. Can he find mine? I forget where I put it. Got this from Steven, but I don't know what it's good for. I think it's called King's Rock. You want it? Why would you want it? You're weird. You can keep it, but keep it a secret from Steven. Is that even useful in this game? Rose? Yes, this is my place. It's a little embarrassing how empty it is here. Oh, here, you should take this HM. It contains Dive. I've already taught my Pokemon. While using Surf, you should notice dark patches of water. Use Dive if you come to deep water like it. You'll drop to the sea floor. When you want to come back up, use Dive again. In some places, it won't be possible for you to surface though. Yeah, I'm gonna find... Oh, hello, there's a gym over here? Let's go find the gym. Your Sceptile. It likes yellow Pokeblocks, doesn't it? No, I'm positive. It definitely likes yellow Pokeblocks. Alright, that guy's like your nature checker. That's what you want. If you're into that sort of thing. I'm not. I'm just playing this game to play what I want. When I was young, I traveled the world as a Pokemon trainer. Now that I've become an old buzzard, my only amusement is watching young trainers battle. You have to kill a certain number of enemies each cycle, only spawns one an hour. Kill extra one enemy, you have to wait for them to respawn. Most are just sitting there. Pirates are hidden and pop out when you get close. It's supposed to be around the edge, but they put two in the middle. I heard from my mates in Lily Cove that the herd of Whelmer has disappeared. What went down over there, I wonder? Nothing to do with me, mate. I don't fight nobody. All life needs the sea to live, even though it makes its home on the land. Life, having run its course, becomes soil and returns to the land. And the sea is always connected to the land. Yes, like the very shoreline here. Oh, whales! Welcome on in. Thank you for the glitter. Thank you for the points. Netball, that's the one we were thinking of, Sparkmane. If I had that, I probably could have just caught that Whelmer directly, given the level difference. It's a white rock. This rock has special meaning to the people of the Space Center. They put it here as their wish for their rockets to fly safely. When you make a wish, what do you use? Do you wish upon a star? I use a wish tag to make it happen. That's what I do. I want to say that's related to, like, a Deoxys or something? Is Deoxys even in this one? My little sister exchanges mail with her boyfriend in Fortree. I don't envy her one bit at all. Even though I can't see my friend in Fortree, my Pokemon carries mail back and forth for us. I'm not lonesome, even though we're apart. Sparkmane, I did no such thing. There is a quote. I was going through my quote list, updating my name in all of them. And I forget which one it is, but there is a quote. Sparkmane is a renowned fabricator. And, yes. Moss Deep Space Center, the closest place to space. What I think I'll do. Wouldn't it be nice? The whole world was covered in plants and flowers like this island. What I'm gonna do. Explore these last couple houses and places, and then we're gonna go fight the gym. See how we do. Voyage on a ship is fine. But crossing the sea with Pokemon using Surf. Now that's an exhilarating trip. Wouldn't you agree, youngster? Hey there, trainer. A Super Rod is really super. Say all you want, but this baby can catch Pokemon off the sea floor. What do you think? You want it, don't you? You bet you bet. After all, Super Rod is really super. Is any water? Try jumping your rod and see what bites. can actually maybe catch a Pokemon in Moss Deep as well. Hang on, Moss Deep. That didn't happen. Don't worry, it's all okay. Right. Surf. Super Rod. Swear down, game, if you give me... Oh, 127. Which is also a place where I can catch some new Pokemon. Good times. I was gonna do this, and it's gonna be like... the fanciest Magikarp in the world! Ooh, that's a good one. I'll bet you can learn Dive. Doesn't matter. Alright, 1. Magikarp is actually... Right, so Magikarp, not a good Pokemon at all. It evolves into Gyarados, which is one of the best Pokemon in the series. Like, if you look at the stat list currently, I'm pretty sure Gyarados is in the top 100 or so. And that's why I always buy the one in Mount Moon. And why I am always... Dang. Why I am always correct to buy the one in Mount Moon. What I'm gonna do... Can I... Yeah. That makes that a lot easier. And, like, that's why, in my Fire Red playthrough, that's why I kept Kriddle on the team. And Kriddle did so well, and carried me through right the way to the end of the Elite Four. Okay. Do not just straight up murk this one. Okay? Okay. Do you reckon I can get away with one more of those? Let's put you all the way down there, where I'm not going to accidentally throw you at something. Do not use that one! We're saving that for something special! Moss Deep City was... Wailmer! Wailmer's nostrils are located above its eyes. This playful Pokemon loves to startle people by forcefully snorting out seawater it stores inside its body, out of its nostrils. Alright, Sparkmane, what are we calling it? What are we calling it? Bartleby? T-L-E-B-Y. Bartleby the Wailmer. What a good name. And that was... Sparkmane. I don't know if we're going to, like, use it, because I quite like the team that I have, but what we can do, swap you out for Percy. Incidentally, I learned this going over the stat list. The fossil Pokemon, amazingly overpowered. Yes, because you get them fairly late game in the first couple games, but like, Ho Silver could genuinely become a worthwhile member of this team. It's really tough. Right. Let us teach Surf. Get out of here, Astonish. No one likes you. And dive. Missed. There we go. Surf and dive. So Bartleby can do that for a short while, and then we can tag it out for Percy soon after. The gym leaders in this town are a formidable duo. Their combination attacks are like excellent and wow. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. There's a good point. Having said that, let's put you back over there. Let's go heal up and take on the gym, like I said I was going to do, so that we can keep on the average of 1 per stream, yeah? Yeah. Plus, we'll get a cool new toy. What TM are we gonna get? I'm gonna say Scold. Yo, how's it going, Champion Bound Rose? The gym leaders here use Psychic-type Pokemon. If you go up against them with Fighting or Poison-type Pokemon, they'll inflict horrible damage. Plus, they'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. If you want to win, you'll need to show them how tight you are with your Pokemon. Go for it! Dang it, I'm so sorry, Cable Car! Right, Dave and Tissue. Should do me. I don't know who that guy is. In Red and Blue, he was, like, rumored to be your dad. Oh no! I hate this puzzle! Battles hinge on the strength of your spirit. The weak-spirited will never win. Yeah, in Red and Blue, he was rumored to be your father. And similar sort of thing to that. He'd be like, hey, let me give you the lowdown on this here gym battle. Like you haven't been watching the show religiously. Let me tell you, Brock, he uses the rock-type Pokemon. By golly, you'd better not have picked Charmander as your starter Pokemon. You're gonna have a rough time of it until you get to the 4th gym. The roads you have traveled, what you have experienced. Come at me with everything you have learned. I don't actually remember who it was in Gold and Silver. I think I've played through Gold and Silver a total of 1 time. And then I went, that was fun. And then went to Silent Hill 2 and 3, which... honestly, me in my edgelord phase, Silent Hill 2 and 3 hit exactly when they needed to. He said, oh man, I've got a PS2 now, and I can play the greatest game ever made. You're not winning this, Kadabra. More like, Cadaver, brah! Yeah, think about it, think about it. He won't think about it. Anyway, here's the best boy. Because he also knows a dark attack, that being Bite. I knew that was the right thing to do. You've traveled the path of greatness. I could probably clear out this gym. I see it. I see your future. If you can beat me, I will tell you your future. Dark types have ruined the game for you. How so? Because legit, they introduced dark types largely on account of you've got some flying type in you, don't you? Yes, you do. Spin the get out there. Because, they brought in Dark, essentially to nerf Psychic. I like to make a Ghost team when Dark has completely negated their fair. Ghost Pokemon are universally cool. There's that one that's a teapot, and it makes drinks for you in Japan. It's great. But yeah, Gen 1, horrendously unbalanced. TM29, buy it, teach it to everyone. You win! Nothing beats Psychic! So the next round, they were like, okay, we need to do something. This is just grinding me down. There you go. Alright, use your stupid full recover. Or not. So yeah, in Gen 2 they introduced a means of nerfing Psychic because it genuinely was strong against everything. And I don't know how they didn't catch that. I surrender. And then Steel type was there because, like, you gotta add something else for the bit, right? Ooh, watch me levitate a Pokeball telekinetically! Sometimes I'm out of sync. Can you tell that I've been playing a Kung Fu game? I started playing that yesterday, and oh, what a good time that game is. hopefully Tissue should be alright with this one. I don't really know what Girafarig is capable of. Outpacing me is what it is capable of doing. Especially given the Tissue is a slow boy. Or not. How'd that speed boost go for you? That's fine. Right, Kadabra, Mickey, that's you. Really? I didn't know that ability existed. That's kind of cool. I feel like that's a fortune cookie way of saying, I don't care who started this fight, I'm going to finish it. Like your mom and dad. Yes, Reese, I am winning. If Empirical Woodland yelled at me to get back to my own stream after talking in his, I didn't hear it. Yeah, good. The bit that he is at, so Empirical Woodland is currently, like, right now, I see it in my other window. He's playing a Digimon game, and he's in Akihabara. Specifically, he's on Electricity Street. Specifically, the junction under the railway line next to Matsumoto and Gigo. I've been there. It's a pretty good arcade. There's like a tat for tourists shop right next door. I nearly got a cheap, nasty kimono for tiny child. Yeah, see? Oh, Wales! Oh, Wales knows the one. It's near to a place called Mandarake, which is where I took my dad. And he's like, oh, it'll be nice to have a look at some old-timey Japanese stuff from, like, the 60s. And, oh my god, is that an N-gauge train for that train set? And it was, and he bought himself an N-gauge train for his train set. And, like, ah. Oh, he loved looking around that store. There was a lot of, like, retro future stuff. Go back to lurking. Thank you very much, Reese. I'm glad you checked in. Tell everyone I says hello. Are you gonna dunk me right at the start? You are. Alright. Let's go heal up real quick. But yeah, Dad really enjoyed looking at all the old, like the original run Kamen Rider action figures. And all these obscure Transformer toys. And, you know, the sort of stuff you would find in a pop culture antique store. But yeah, genuinely, he found an N-gauge train for his train set. And he bought it. And oh, so happy he was. More or less. Spark Main, more or less. we had moments, but yeah, we taught him 2 words. We taught him thank you and sorry, and realistically, that's all you need. I tried to get him to learn the phrase that you say in the restaurant when you say thank you for the meal. But that's 7 syllables? That's 7 syllables. Gochiso-sama deshita. I'll just say arigato, thank you very much. It might be a bit weird to them, but they know what I mean. But like, okay. That's fine. And then you. Nope. I tried to teach him you're welcome via the mnemonic device that everyone knows. That being, don't touch my mustache. Didn't work. Right. Dave and Tissue. That's not... It's not the most winning combination that I have, but I'm sure as hell not leading with Cable Car. Hee, were you surprised? Ooh, were you surprised? That there are 2 gym leaders? There are 2 Oh, it's Timmy and Tommy! We're twins! Twins! We don't need to talk because we can each determine what the other is thinking. All in our minds. Minds! This combination of ours. Can you beat it? Beat it? Here's me saying that, twin battles never happen, and here they are. Are you kidding me? That's all this gym has. Lunatone and Solrock, I could have done that with a single Pokemon. So, saying arigato is entirely fine. And, like, it is known and will be known what you are saying if you say that. It's not the correct thing to say in a restaurant. But at the same time, you will be understood if you say that, if you follow me. But it's one of those weird things where, like, Gojiso sama deshita is the thing that you say in a restaurant. It means thank you for the meal. Because that's what you say in the restaurant, you know? I don't know. But that is one of those things that, admittedly, I'm all self-taught. But, like, the textbooks that I read through were like, hey, yeah, so if you get it wrong, like the wrong level of formality, don't even worry about it. You will be understood, and it is appreciated that you are speaking Japanese and not just expecting them to speak English. And generally, that's how I look at it. Like, oh man, Tate and Liza used the Hyper Potion. That's 2. That's 2 Hyper Potions. Now what you gonna do? Heal up, I guess. One of those weird things. It's like the safest place I have ever felt. It is Japan. We stayed in, like, not the best area, I'll be honest with you. Don't tell Mum. But, like, we were still wandering around at 10, 11 o'clock at night, just happy as anything. Like, oh yeah, cool. What? Our combination was shattered? Shattered? I can't be helped. You've won. So in recognition, take this. This. The Mind Badge enhances the special and special defense of Pokemon. Special attack and defense of Pokemon. Thank you very much. Misread that. It also lets you use the HM move Dive outside of battle. You should also take this. TMO4 is not Scold. What's TMO4? Calm Mind. Raises special attack, and it raises special defense. Move is perfect for Psychic Pokemon. A move that's perfect for selling. Bye. I'll be honest, I still worry sometimes that it wasn't a very good trip. But I think that I put that as part of, just general rejection sensitivity. Like, you know, maybe everybody just secretly hates me. You know that? That nonsense? You know that? It's like that. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. On we go. I'm gonna go talk to the Space Center. Oh no, Deoxys wasn't in this one, was it? Because there was, craters all over the place in the one with Deoxys. I want to say that was Diamond and Pearl. Taking a stroll down the beach when I found this. Not anything I need, so you can have it. The Hoenn region has been famous for its meteor showers for a long time. I don't have anything that I can use the Sunstone on. I wish ordinary people could go into space one day. If only I was a little bit younger, I would have liked being an astronaut. No, it's not too late. I can and will try. Just ask Sid Highwind. Except don't. Don't talk to Sid Highwind. Lost Deep has mainly sunny weather, and its winds are stable. It's an ideal location for launching rockets. I feel like you can't have idyllic coral reef paradise and rocket launch pad. You can't have both. A rocket launch demands perfection. Not even a 1% margin of error is allowed. Even if it's 99% okay, the whole thing is useless if 1% happens to be no good. Despite that, we never stop trying. Why? It's a dream that never ends. Rocket's launch is imminent. I'll get out of your way then. Really, is that all there is to do here? Just go in there and chat to some fellas? Alright, cool. The only thing I have off the top of my head that I could use that Sunstone for is I have an Oddish, which I can evolve into Gloom, and then I believe Sunstone evolves it into Bellossom. Kiriehana is the wrong language. Don't call it that. I really like it, but I'm never entirely sure what to do with it, like, as a Pokemon. Like, it's cool and all, but... you know. I have 7 badges. Okay. I got, like, 1 more that I can go do the Elite Four. Except not really, because there is so much plot to do between now and then. Let's go. Thank you for the Lurko Whales. I need to go and get, Bartleby back out of the Pokemon box, don't I? Yes. Yes. I am almost certain they've touched on it in the show. And I'm almost certain that it's gonna be Nurse Chansey. Like, it's always Nurse Chansey. Alright. I'm really sorry, Mick. But... Bottom of the ocean, boyo. You don't want to go down there. Mickey actually did love thrashing around in the water. He was a big fan. There was one point we went to a local little park in the winter, and he decided he was going to jump in the lake. But the lake had frozen over. So he decided he was going to skip around on top of it until he went through. And we were so worried is this how our dog dies? So we had to, like, smash the ice bit at a time and wait out to go and get him. And then, when we pulled him back in, he was just like, yeah! And dived back into the water. Because he liked swimming, that boy. Ahoy! I'm a buff, tough sailor. I've braved the world's seas. Now, what a good dog. I'll bet this thing knows, like, bubble beam or something watery. I don't know, it's one of those things where, like, at the very least in the show, humans don't get hurt all that often. And the only time I can think of is the first movie where Ash gets turned to stone, and I didn't cry, alright? You might think that that would be a thing that had happened. It didn't. So shut your face. But other than that, no, I don't think anyone's really been injured in the show. Beyond Team Rocket, who are just, you know, blasting off again, that doesn't really count as getting hurt, so. Alright, Dave, come on, you can do it! Rix just makes a solid point. Maybe that's why everyone's so eager to fight. That's how you get medical insurance. I couldn't win. I just saved money on my car insurance by switching to Trico. I'm really proud of that. Geico doesn't exist in England. Really, none of these rocks have anything in them. You would have thought, right? So how was your lurk? Did you get up to... Was it work related? Was it a work lurk? Was it top secret government business that you're not allowed to disclose? Because if it's that, I'm just gonna fill in what the backstory was. And that is super sexy femme fatale spy type. And that's what you were doing? Work lurk? Alright, well, that's a lot less internationally mysterious than what I was saying, but you do you, Rixtress. You wanna tell us the truth, I guess. Right? Mine's got, like, catsuits and stuff. Hell yeah! Absolutely, Rixtress. That's what it was. You like a Fujiko type. Oh no, I tripped and fell, but I have a gun. Call an ambulance, but not for me. How would you like to take on the water type Pokemon that I raised? I have no choice. Goldeen is a cool looking Pokemon. I kind of wanted to have it on my team, but very similar to like something like a Frostlass. I don't know what I'm going to do with it beyond having this gorgeous Pokemon on my team. What am I supposed to do with this? Frick yeah! Seeking! I love those memes. It's an older one, but it checks out. I may have censored it because I'm not into that swearing thing. I'm amazed and a little saddened that I was so mean to Nathan Fillion in yesterday's stream. Oh yeah, I still have Shadow Ball, and I was gonna teach you that, wasn't I? I don't know what I was gonna do with it. Yeah! Maybe I don't actually want to give you Shadow Ball, because you don't have a very good special attack. I should look into that. Also, heck yeah, Rick, look at this! Look at this hotness! You just fly around and look sleek and streamlined, and you got the eyeliner thing going on. Yes. What a good Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Snorlax. Because he is a sleepy fella who likes sandwiches. Remind you of anyone? That's essentially where I'm at with your boy. Where am I going? I'm on the edge of the world over here. How about you, Sparkmane? Do you have a favorite? I mean, I suppose you could say that I like, Arcanine, because I do. Where possible, not even where possible, all 3 Gen 3 Pokemon games that I have played, I've found myself an Arcanine. I found a way to add Mickey to my team. I heard you approaching, so I hung around for you. Lily. Okay. Wait, hang on. Am I thinking of the right one? Let me just... Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking of. The fossil flower one from this game, actually. Me over here, like, I'm gonna bring Cable Car, get some levels on him, and like, no, I'm not actually. We're gonna go with little small bean who loves to fight. I beg for peace. I want to make a regional Snorlax. He would be electric type, yellow and have horns instead of ears, and his belly would have those 3 symbols like a thunder god's drum. That would work if they had not already established where thunderstorms come from in the Pokemon universe. You're probably wondering what kind of dopey name they gave to him. It's Thunderous. It's literally just Thunderous. I'm tired of swimming. Are you up for a battle with me? There's, Thunderous, Landorus, Toys R Us, and the other one. Landorus? Did I say that one? Pretty sure Landorus is the last one. Get out of here, Love Disc can learn Takedown. Love Disc is a small little petal. The Pokemon, the little penguin with the ice cube head, I feel is a little uninspired design-wise. But there's like 1,000 Pokemon at this point. They can't all be, you know, a killer's row. I've never had one. It is in Shield version, and I had Sword version. Hey there! Check out my sweet Pokemon! Because I wanted Great Grey Wolf Sif. So... Horsey couldn't even be bothered to get out of bed. Horsey's just chillaxing there like, yeah. I floundered. Once again, I remind you guys, everyone hates Zubat. Tentacle's the one you want to hate. You are statistically way more likely to find one of those than a Zubat. Kim, can you tell me what we're looking for out here? Right, immediately, you have gotta go. Because you're gonna use Magnitude, and I'm gonna die. Good job, Cable Car. What a pro. I mean, to be fair, Pokemon designs have always had kind of awkward ones. Like, I know everybody likes the Gen 1 about how great Gen 1 was. Gen 1 had, I think, 7 Pokemon that were just a blob. And there were some eggs. And there was Circle. And Upside Down Circle. Ooh, now, how's this gonna work? Have I cheated myself out of progress here? Because I'm pretty sure Shoal Cave reads the internal clock. Actually, I can catch a Pokemon in here, can't I? Shoal Cave. Yeah, number 1, Zubat. Do I want Zubat? No. Am I gonna catch him? Maybe. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this game reads the internal clock. And based on the time of day, the tide goes in and out. And you need the tide to be out in order to catch and do everything in here. Oh. Alright, Bartleby. Do well, but not too well. I kind of want to catch Spheal. Oh my god, Sparkmane, you were not wrong that this thing is a sponge. 136 hit points. Alright. Also, don't think that I'm picking on some of the designs in Gen 1. When I go, oh, some eggs, good times. I had those eggs in my team. That was the beautiful cores, and again, they were in my winning team. Does that work in caves? No, that's Dark Ball. Dusk Ball, even. Does anybody have any picks for what we name Spheal? There is a point redemption, if anybody should like to point redeem, and otherwise, I don't know, I'm gonna have to make something up. Spheal is much faster rolling around than walking to get around. Alright, when groups of this Pokemon eat, they all clap at once to show their pleasure. Because of this, their meal times are noisy. Rixtrus already named the best one, that being... Damn it, I didn't write down the nicknames. Sandshrew. Rixtrus named Sandshrew. And also, Rixtrus, you are going to be called... Katamari. Because it rolls to get around, Katamari. There you go. But yes, you also named Rixtrus. In a very clever way, as well, may I add. The idea of saying... Hang on. You know how I said I'm going to use that repel just for the sake of using it? There you go. Now I freed up a slot in my inventory. Yeah, when you said, like, the next dragon Pokemon, name it Rixtrus. And we did. That was a good idea. Are you planning on going deep in now? How about bringing me back some shoal, salt and shoal shells? I can make something good if you bring me the ingredients. Seashells, shoal shells, down by the seashore. Dang, tongue twisters. I don't like them. Oh, that's what you need to do. In order to get the shoal shells, you need to have the tide needs to be out so that you can find them like on the floor around here, I'm pretty sure. Or not. What do I know? Not that. I mean, honestly, yeah, Altaria is a really good Pokemon. I'm glad that was your choice to... And I'm glad that's the one that I caught, because honestly, if I wasn't in the market for finding... How close are you? Nah, you can earn that on your own. If I wasn't in the market for finding a dragon Pokemon to name Rixtrus, I probably would not have added Swablu to the team. So there you go, I'm glad that I did that. I mean, it's a similar sort of thing with Spinder. I would probably never have thought to add Spinder to my team if I wasn't lately amused by watching things spin. Speaking of, let's do a bit of that, because I'm pretty sure this guy evolves at level 42. So let's see how we do. Huh. I would have thought that would do really, really well. Cold makes metal contract. Big Pearl is a sell item. Yes, Big Pearl is a sell item. I'm thinking of, I think it's Deep Sea Pearl and Deep Sea Fang. They are evolve items, which are in this game, I think. Yeah, I'm relatively sure Clampearl is in this game. And, that one creepy eel-looking one. Gorbis? No, not Gorbis. Huntail. You're not gonna level up quickly 200 at a time, but that's fine. Right, that's up there, that's up here. How do I get up there? Can I get up there? I don't think I can. At least not from here. Well, there you go. I may not be able to get over there, because I don't know if that's part of the low tide part of the game. And the way we are right now, absolutely not ever getting the tide to go out. But that's fine. So what I think we'll do, we'll talk to this fella down here, see what he wants. Hey! 4 of each of the shoal salt and shoal shells, I can make him a shell bell. Get these ingredients every day. Oh, I am absolutely never gonna get that then, because there is no day-night cycle currently. Okay! Allow me to check something real quick. Yeah, okay. Let's go get us a level on Tissue. And then I think that will be us for today. We'll go raid someone. I know who I'm going to raid. It's going to be someone new. Going to be a new friend who I hope is good at this. And And then rare candy is going to go to someone else. Ah ha ha ha! Let's dive. Hey, so this is terrifying. And I know it's supposed to be like, hey, super cool. We're underwater. This is, oh man. I'm afraid of this. Can I leave, please? Also, pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's a single contiguous map. So we're actually going to go up and to the right of where we were. So that's nice. Man, tissue speed does not need to go down any further. Worth it, though. Absolutely worth it. Alright, how are you looking? 1,578. It'll be a couple of fights, but we can do it. And then we'll come back in the next stream, ready to do whatever we're doing in the next stream, yeah? Yeah. Why can I come down here? There's just nothing here. That's just a crater. Alright, thanks, game. What about this one? Oh, I see. It's almost like there's a dark spot there, telling me where stuff is. I thought that was the dive spot. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. No. No, 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 no. No, I'm not doing that. We'll come back there in a bit. Because that's going to be chock full of water-type Pokemon that will just disintegrate tissue. And that's not what we want. We want to do well, get some levels on the boy, and be big and strong. And so he shall be. Kind of a shame you have to learn Rock Smash. Someone has to know Rock Smash, and it may as well be you. But I'd really like to tag that out for something else, you know. Ah, dang it. Oh, what's that message? That message is from a Kickstarter campaign dev. Amazing. We'll get back to that. What is it? You'll see when it gets released and I stream it. And I go, look, that was my role in this. Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. Tissue, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? There you go. I feel like we've not gone anywhere in this stream. We started in Lily Cove, we've ended in Lily Cove. We just are stronger because of it. Let's head yonder, because there are a lot more Pokemon over here that I could easily defeat. Not you. I know that there's like Oddish and Gloom hang out around here, and they use acid, which just rolls off Tissue's back. Doesn't hurt him. Not in the slightest. It's fine. I say that, they often have Effect Spore, and they like to do things like that. Sleep Powder and Stun Spore, and now the fight is just you asleep. How dull. Duskull always struck me as being like a Grim Reaper type with his arms behind his back. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a floating head, but this bit, that's an arm, and that's a hand, and it's just sort of clasped behind its back, walking around hunched over. You know, like you see in the movies, just going, But I'm pretty sure Duskull slash Dusklops slash Dusknoir is like death in the Pokemon universe, like the actual Grim Reaper, so I won't know. Oh dang! I was right. That's why I wanted to get this guy to level 42 before we finish. A Disappearing Act thinks that this form is slightly less cool than the second form. I'm inclined to agree, but Aggron, hell yeah. What a tank. He's the one you want. Prevents recoil damage. As soon as this guy can learn Takedown, I'm teaching him Takedown. It's gonna be like Spinder with Thrash. I found a way to negate the nerf. Reese, what timing? What timing? Look at the boy. Look at this boy. How big and strong. Right, you know what? No. Just because I do not wish to end where we began, zoom! We're gonna go to Moss Deep. And we're gonna use this Pokemon Center, and we're gonna save here. Look, you can totally tell this is Moss Deep and not Lily Cove. Everything's fine. Now comes the scary part where I have to save, and I get a little panicky, so there you go. Right. We are going to go and raid somebody new today. Are you ready to go and raid somebody new and make a new friend and show them all of the love that we don't have a collective group for the weirdos that are our friends, but Clan Butt Slaps. There you go. We're gonna show this person all the love that Clan Butt Slaps has. This is Diamond Appendix. They are currently streaming RimWorld. There is your raid message, should you wish to copy and paste that one. And yeah, this is somebody who's in a server, the Kickstarter server that I just now mentioned. They are kinda skittish, but Let's go be nice to them and their stream. Thank you for stream, say you guys. Thank you for watching, says I. I appreciate you all very much. And for the subs. And for the lurks and unlurks. You guys are great. That is it. Streaming. Normally I do this on a Friday, but Thursday, Friday I'm closing the store. So it's Saturday for Overwatch dailies. And then, I don't know what I'm doing next week. We will find out. I'm going to go hang out in the Discord now. Yeah! Have a good evening, everyone. Tune in for Overwatch dailies and all that other stuff. And until next time, goodbye!